Hi guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite the beautiful young actor Anis Kamara. She lent me her gorgeous canvas to create this makeup look for you. For me, this could be a day or night wedding party. It's so effortless and I think it's really gorgeous. Our team loved this look. Sue wanted this makeup for his wedding and I asked him, are you sure? And he said yes. So I promised him when he get married, this is the wedding makeup for him. I hope you enjoy the video. Give my channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And don't forget to follow Anis, myself, my team on Instagram as well to see all the work that we do. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. Anis have beautiful skin, but she does have a little bit of the texture and pigmentation around here, which I myself have as well. So I understand the skin type really well. This is what we struggle the most when we cover with makeup. So today, for skincare or complexion, I will show you how I would perfecting them for camera purposes. The first product I'm going to use is the Polar Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This is the liquid leave-on exfoliating toner with salicylic acid. So I usually use with a cotton pad like this. I know some gonna ask me what kind of cotton pad like I'm using. This one is from Muji. So this is really easy to apply and no downtime. You just avoid the eye area a little bit. You can use this on the talon and you can apply skincare right after. You don't have to rinse down at all. And this helps to unclog pores, blackheads, and it's slowly to adapt to your skincare routine. And you can do that to once every few days, and then you can use up to twice a day. But you see, this is gonna help to exfoliate all the dead skin, unclog all the pores, and it's gonna help to clear up your skin really well as well. I usually do on the neck as well. For lips, I'm going to use Polar Choice Lip and Body Treatment Balm. This one you can use on your lips or you can use anywhere on the body and the face. I use this for all the dry patches or even on elbow or cuticles of your nail or anywhere that you have heavy dry patches. You can use this as well. It helps to hydrate and moisturize the lips, and like I say already, it's a very hydrating, it's rich emollient balm, so you can use for anywhere. The next product I'm going to use is the Soothing Vitamin C Eye Expression Line Cream, and this one from the Outset. This is a beautiful lightweight eye cream. It does contain vitamin concentrate and prebiotics, and it's fragrance free, very hydrating around the eye and very soothing, and it's really good under makeup, no peeling. The next product is also from the Outset as well. This one is the Firming Vegan Collagen Prep Serum. And this serum helps to firm, brighten, plump, and hydrate the skin. Really good under makeup. It does contain vegan collagen, Mexican Anica growers extracts, and this one is vegan and cruelty free as well, and free of fragrance, silicone, gluten. And the great thing about this is it's refillable packaging. And you just really press the product into the skin. For moisturize, also from the outset, is Nourishing Squalane Daily Moisturizer. This is a day moisturizer. You can use it at night if you want to. It does contains vegan squalane, hyaluronic acid. It's great under makeup. You can use it alone without makeup if you like, but it's great under makeup. So it's a day moisturizer. If you want to prep on the makeup, this is a great moisturizer for you. It's hypoallergenic, it's vegan and cruelty free. Feels super nice. Always give some love to the skin. Little bit puffing, little massage. For sunscreen, I'm going to use from Polychoice Resist Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid SPF 50. This is a lightweight chemical sunscreen and it's oil-free formula, so it's very light and hydrating. It does contain skincare ingredients such as oats, green tea extracts, black elderberry, and goji extracts. This one is fragrance free. Don't forget your necks as well. It's important you have to understand that anyone who has pigmentation or any, like melasma or deeper skin, you really always apply sunscreen. I mean, every day you should apply sunscreen, but the people who have those, you just need to reapply all the time with sunscreen, because otherwise all the black mark is gonna keep getting darker and darker. So when someone have complexion like this, I would recommend you some color corrector, and you can see because the pigmentation and the texture, I would use some color corrector to even the color out first. When you choose a foundation, you have to consider what is your goal. So basically, right now, Annie's is, you see that her skin, the color right here, a little lighter, and the rest is darker, deeper. It's almost the same to everywhere in the neck. So I love the lightness around the cheek, around the T-zone, because it gives you that dimension on the complexion. So instead using one foundation from top to bottom here, I would use a little lighter shades around here, and then I use a little bit deeper foundation around. And if you not that type of person that would use two different shades, then you can decide. You can use whether you're gonna go the lighter part or you go to lose up the darker part, or you can choose the shade in between and you just blend it out, So, but the thing, that's like how you're gonna choose the foundation. So when someone asks me how to choose foundation, it's a little tricky because, when complexion like this, there are many different ways you're gonna design the complexion. It depends on your preference, your aesthetic. So that's what I would recommend. So today I'm going to do a little lighter here and the deeper around. Keep in mind that I don't have all the shades of the foundation and concealer I'm using, so I'm using the closest one that I think look great on her skin. So please do not nitpicking at all. I can stand here and mix the color together and I can match her, but then when you ask the shade, I don't have exactly the same shade, and we cannot list that on the description box. For complexion, I'm going to use from Givenchy Beauty. I mentioned already, I use 2 different shades, and the lighter and the deeper one. This one is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. All the shade we're gonna name on the description box, so in case you wonder what they are. And the concealer is, this is the shade I have, and this one is also from Givenchy Beauty. It's Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer. This is, I have like literally 3 shades, and this is the closest one I can choose, and I can, you know, tweak them a little bit, but it's really the closest one I have. The color corrector, this one is from NARS Cosmetic, Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. The shades I'm using is medium. To start, I put a little bit color corrector around the eye area. So because the look I'm doing more natural, sculpted, little shadow, I don't mind the shadow here because it's really gonna cover the shadow I'm going to use. So I'm not gonna try to cover the eyelid, but I'm gonna use the color corrector under the eye, around the mouth area here. And then what I'm gonna do is, you can see all the area with the pigmentation. I use a little bit of the color corrector as well. And this is the important step, because otherwise you're gonna spend so much time in concealing, but the color corrector gonna take a lot of the darkness already out for you. And then you just blend it out a little bit before you use the foundation. You can see that you can use a foundation brush and you just blend out the color corrector. You see, even just a little color corrector, you see it take a lot of those darkness from the pigmentation out. And you see that what I do is just really little color around the eye area. I do one side at a time so you can see the difference is how much it's helped to brighten up everything. And you see that even though all the pigmentation, you really have not much to cover anymore. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Normally, I would choose a little bit deeper color corrector than this, but we just grabbed a little lighter, but it's still gonna be okay with the foundation on top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the lighter foundation first. So just a little bit in the T-zone area. And this is a light to beautiful coverage, and it's radiant finish, and it is free of silicone and alcohol. You can use a heavier coverage foundation if you like to. I know that she doesn't need to because you're gonna use that with the concealer. So you can see that I just use a little bit in the T-zone, the lighter color. And then now I use the deeper shades everywhere else. And you see that even the light coverage, because I do the tippling motion, it still covers really well. I'm going to do the same on the other side. After that, I think I'm going to do all the pinpoint first. So the best way to do cover complexion for me is you use a smaller brush like this. This is a blending brush, or you can use any kind of brush. And you just go pinpoint all the area that you want to cover the pigmentation. There's no quick way to make the skin look natural and fully covered. So if you want to do that, you have to go really heavy coverage foundation, and which that's not what we're trying to do. We use more lighter foundation, and the rest of the area we just use concealer to cover the skin. So that's how you should do everywhere else. So what I'm going to do now is to do one by one, and I just cover all the pigmentation. I understand this is going to be unrealistic for someone to do at home for themselves, one by one like this. But if you want to have a flawless complexion, would look really natural, you have to do one by one. Otherwise, you have to put a lot of concealer on. It doesn't make sense. The skin doesn't look like skin anymore. So you see that I just do one by one. And I do throughout the face. And then I'm going to use a little bit under the eye area. And the concealer is medium to beautiful coverage, so it does get covered really well. It is radiant finish, and it is a very hydrating formula. So it's not dry at all. So it's very hydrating formula. You really need to set them, but it's a beautiful formulation for someone who have dry skin or you want more hydrating concealer. This would be a great one for you. Whatever area that you want to have more coverage, you can use the concealer. But the rest of the face, you see that I just use a sheer foundation, and then I just cover up with concealer the rest. So because you use light foundation, dark foundation, and concealer on top, so I would recommend you to merge them together from the old foundation brushes, not the old one, but the one that you use already. There's nothing in here, you just use like that. I think the best way to blend together. So that's how I would recommend that. So all the area that you do pinpoint concealer, if you can do like this, just simple steps like this. It takes 3 seconds, but it will help to blend all those dots that you do the pinpoint. So you see that just all you need to do, just press them. Don't swipe like this because you're really gonna push the concealer out. So you just really do like this. This is a very simple technique, but it's really gonna just push the concealer set in the place for you, and it blends to the foundation. So that's how I would recommend you to do when you do pinpoint concealer. For powder, I'm going to use the new Rare Beauty Tinted Press Finishing Powder. This is a very light press powder, so I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to do the same concept I used earlier as with the concealer. So basically, I use a lighter shade on the center, and I use the shades almost like her natural everywhere else. Here is one of the advice I want to give you. So when you use powder on really hydrating skin like this, even the powder not oxidize, it will appear a little deeper when you put on a moist skin like this. So keep that in mind when you decide what to do. So if you have moist face like that and you put powder on, it will appear a little deeper, so you chose the shade carefully. If you do at home, you have only one powder, you can use just one to shade like this. But if you are a makeup artist, and right now I'm giving you tips, is that if you want to give that dimension complexion on deeper skin, keep in mind those things I just said, you know what I mean? So you see the light, the shade like that, it looked quite light. You would say, oh my God, I would never choose this shade on her. But remember, this is more of a sheer powder. It is talc-free formula, by the way, and it's soft matte finish. So you can use, you see what I'm using right now. So I would recommend to use with the brush. And also keep in mind that when you apply with the brush, it's a little lighter than you with the puff. The puff is gonna go even deeper as well. So keeping that when you put on moist skin. You see even light color, I just do a little bit like this. You see that it doesn't look like too light on her skin at all. You see it take out the shine and it's just beautiful like this. This one you can wear alone or over makeup, and it's blur and smooth and set makeup. You see that it's very sheer. If for anyone who have mature skin that do not like the idea of using powder, this would be a great one for you, because you see that it set the makeup for you without deposit so much pigment that you feel is cakey or heavy on the face. And a great thing about this is they come in 14 shades. So you have a lot of shade to use when it comes to powder. For pressed powder, I think that's a lot of shade. You see that even I use the lighter shade, she still can wear, so it's that forgiving. So it does help to mimic. So I use this lighter shade and I just do all the T-zone like this with the lighter color. And then everywhere else, I use the deeper color. To set the foundation, and the skin still look like skin, still very fresh and hydrating, and still radiance. For the under the eyes, I would use the puff a little bit. I want a little more coverage, so I use the puff. You can see it a little bit like this. And you see that it's not cakey at all. It's very nice and sheer, and it takes all the shine out. So you see that her skin color is just beautiful. It's like the great thing about this powder is it's so sheer that it doesn't feel cakey. It's matte the skin and still look like skin, that's what I love about this new powder. The next product I'm going to use is from Chanel Beauty. It's La Beige Healthy Glow Sun Kiss Powder. The shades I'm using is Deep Mauve. So this part of the summer 2024 collection is limited edition. This is not sponsored. If you want it, buy it. That's one thing about Chanel. I mentioned in many videos before, they come out beautiful products, but the problem is always limited. So you stock up. They come 5 different shades and it's really beautiful. This is bronzer, blush, highlighter in one. I think this one is still gonna be as a blush color. I'm gonna use different highlighter color, but for me, it's like this is just gorgeous, you know. I'm gonna use this first as the bronzer. I'm using a little bit, not too much. Just help to sculpt the face even more. But I already create that with the powder, so she already very dimensional on the face with the powder already, so she doesn't need to do too much anymore with the bronzer. So next, I'm going to use this shade. I'm going to do the blush now as well. Since I'm holding this, I use just a little bit, and you see that I dab a little bit like that. And the same brush, I'm going to use this color here. I'm apply a little higher. And this is a highlight color, but I use as a blush as well because it's very subtle highlight. It's really beautiful. And you see I just do like a little smush around. Just keep a lot of radiance on the face. And then go back and forth with the other color. So right now you might think, oh my gosh, she wears so much blush, but keep in mind that she have no eye makeup, no brown, no lips at all. So the blush will look intense, but then when you have everything, this is gonna just look beautiful together. For eyebrow, I'm going to use these 3 products. The first one is from One Side Beauty Brow Key Micro Brow Defining Pencil. The shades I'm using medium brown. The second product is from KS and Company Micro Feathering Brow Pen, also medium brown as well, and KS and Company Clear Stronghold Brow Gel. But all the shades I listed on the description box. To start, I'm going to do my usual thing. You see I have to do a little backward like this. Just create the depth on the brown. And then you see I just lift this part of it. So it's just really personal how you prefer to do it. The great thing about this brow pencil is that micro feathering like this, so it's easy to draw. Right there. And then I filled out here a little bit as well. I mean, just like this, and you just like gel is ready to go. You don't have to use a marker at all. But the marker, I'm just to finesse the brown shape a little bit. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Next, I'm using the marker, just finesse the eyebrow a little bit. I'm going to use the brown gel to keep all the hair in place. This is a great strong brow gel, by the way, so it's really good. And he keeps sleeping while I do her makeup, you guys. So I told her if she falls asleep again, I'm gonna keep it on camera. When I do her brow, she literally just falls asleep on me. For eyes, I'm going to use 2 eye pencil from Joan Road. This is the best pencil. I mean, that's the name of the pencil. So one is black, one is the brown. So basically, the makeup I'm doing, like I say, is a bit more simple. I don't want to call simple because I do complicated always, but just like it's more like an easier makeup look. It's not too, overly painted or heavy. So I'm gonna use just black and brown pencil. A new mascara from Lancome. This is the Hypno Drama mascara. The shades I'm using black. And the two new products from the Nessa Myrix Beauty. This is Yummy Skin. This is Blurry Balm Powder Low Lighter. So it is, you can use anywhere on the face really. People use it as a highlighter, low lighter. It's not really shimmery. If you want you lighter color to get dimension, you can, or deeper color to contour, you can. You can use anywhere on lips, anywhere on the face. I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow because I thought these two colors look fantastic on, and it's for eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is, the first I'm going to do is the light color. I'm going to use just a little wash on the brow bone. And this color is so nice. It's just like her skin, but it gives you that a little sheen. I think it's just really nice color to do on this area. And this is Creamy Balm to Powder formula. So it's really easy to blend. And it does give that soft glow effect. It's really beautiful. It's blur and control oil. And it have a very sheer coverage. When you see, that's what I'm using. You can see one side and you can see the other side. So I'm going to do the same on this side. Next, I'm using the other shade, and this one a little deeper. I'm going to use all over the crease area here. So easy to blend, so that's why I say this is like gonna be an easy eye look for you. You're not gonna have a hard time to do it. And what I'm gonna do, you see what I'm doing right there? I don't want to leave a demarcation, so I just blend it slowly into the other color. A little bit like that, and just bring it outward and upward a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. Gorgeous. I'm gonna do the same on this side. So keep in mind that this you can use anywhere on the face, eyes, lips, and cheek. So you can use that as a contour, highlighter, low lighter, any way you want. I'm going to use a little bit the lower lash line as well, not too much, just a little bit. Just really help to define the eye a little bit. So in this part, you can curl the lashes, ready to go. You don't have to use the pencil at all. But if you want to play a little bit more, you can. So I have two pencils, one brown, one black. If you use the black one all over the waterline or under the eye, it gives you a different idea of the look. So it's become more cat eye and all this. And that's not what I'm trying to do today. That's a problem with my channel, is I keep playing with makeup, and I say I do natural makeup, and it becomes building more, and it doesn't make up all this thing. So I even told her today that I want to do more natural, but still, you know, so I'm trying to restrain myself. I think that's hard. So I'm going to use this all over the waterline because it's brown. It's almost like the shadow color, so it's very soft. And the black one, I'm just use just a little bit on the end here and just pull out a little bit, just give it a little flick. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so just start, chin down for me a little bit, look up for me. I'm just doing it all over the waterline, very subtle. Okay. Both sides. I'm gonna do this off camera, all over the waterline and in the upper waterline as well, okay? You see that just a little on the waterline is really beautiful. You can use the brown as well, or you can use the black. I'm gonna use the black just a little bit on the outer part. Just, you see a little bit. And the great thing about this is just cold pencil, so it gives you time enough to play, so you don't have to worry too much. And it is high pigmented. You can smudge, you can blend, you can create a graphic shape any way you want. And you have time for that. It's not a long wear, so it doesn't set right away. And this one is cruelty free. So this part you see here, I'm gonna blend it outward a little bit like this. You can use liquid liner for this as well, but then it gives you a different look. It's more harsher, it's more defined. This is more smudgy, more softer. Let's see. Something like that. And I'm just gonna use the brush from the eyeshadow and just soften them a little bit. I'm doing the same on the other side. I'm just gonna curl the lashes off camera and be right back. For mascara, I'm going to use Lancome Hypno Drama mascara. This is the new mascara they have. It is extremely volume mascara. I like it a lot. It is long wear and it's suitable for sensitive eyes as well. And it's quite black. It gives you tons of volume. I'm going to do 2 coats on the upper lashes and 1 on lower lashes. I use the other color from Chanel already for highlight, but if you need more highlight, are you the type of person who wear more highlighter? The next one I would recommend would be Natasha Denona Golden Highlighter Trio. This is the multi-hue highlighter. This is great for from pale to deeper skin. I'm going to use some shade between these right here. And the 3 customized shades that you can, do together or separate. I just do like this. And use just a little bit more right here. And you can use on the cheek, the eye, anywhere you want. And this is more like a gummy gel powder. And it says give you extra shine. And it's vegan and cruelty free. Just a little bit more. And on the nose here, I just do a little more here. For lips, I'm going to use 2 products from Kosas Cosmetic. The first one is the Hot Liner Hyaluronic Acid Contour Lip Liner. And the second one is Wet Lip Oil Gloss. So this is more gloss and lip oil in one. And it's like lips shape is just gorgeous. I mean, I don't think she even needs to use lip liner at all. I'm just gonna use a little bit, just keep a little more depth on the outer part. Not a little depth, but just to, a little more color. And I'm not gonna do too much. And this one is retractable pencil, long wear, cream formula. And it does contain hyaluronic acid, so it's very hydrating lip pencil as well. It's vegan and free of gluten, paraben, silicone, and mineral oil. I use the lip liner. I fill all over the lips a little bit as well. Sorry, the dance school upstairs from my studio. So you can hear how people jumping around right now, in case you can hear. And this one is lip treatment and gloss hybrid. It's tingle free plumping effect. You know, a lot of time you can get that tingle when you apply plumping lip products, and it does contain peptides, hyaluronic acid, and shea butter as well. This is gorgeous color on her. And I blend it out a little bit. This is such a great lip combo on her. I love it. To set the makeup, I'm going to use V Beauty Invisible setting spray. This is a lightweight setting spray mist. It's long wear, alcohol free, and transfer proof. That is the final look, guys. We absolutely love this look. My team just loves Sue, who want to have this makeup done when he get married. He just told me that, and I think I'm going to do something like this on him. I think it's really beautiful. This one can be just like a bridal makeup as well, if you like to call that. But I think it's beautiful. I hope you enjoy the look. Give the channel always a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And don't forget to follow Anis, myself, and my team on Instagram as well. Thank you.